Hey guys, if you want to be a great communicator, then you got to learn the art of communication through the art of listening. See, a lot of people think that listening and communication are two different things and that you have to be a great orator to be a great communicator, but that's not really true. To be a great communicator, you have to be a great listener. And a lot of times you got to listen behind the listening, and I'll explain that a little bit in another video. But I want to explain a couple things to you. One thing that I want to give you a golden stuff that you can walk away with so it can make a difference for you in the art of communication. And that simply is body language. What I want you to do the next time you're talking to somebody, think about your body language. And when I'm talking body language, I don't mean necessarily all just body language. What I also mean is facial body language as well too. And so there is a big difference. You know, you got to know your body type when you're actually communicating with somebody. So a guy like me that's all built, I can't come up to somebody and stand back like this and listen to them. That's going to look a little scary. That's going to be a little intimidating. So I don't want to do that. Based on my body type, I want to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more calmer when I'm talking to that person. And so I want to be a little bit more open. But a key to your body language when you are talking with somebody is you might want to mirror them a little bit. So what do I mean by mirroring? Well, people like people that they're actually relatable with, people that are similar to them. And so if someone is standing and relax a little bit this way, I might mirror them on the opposite side and look a little this way, very subtly. What I wouldn't want to do is the opposite. So if they're standing back like this, I wouldn't want to stand there like that. That would be a turnoff in our communication process. So if they're standing a certain way like this, I might want to stand the other way a little bit like that. I want to be relatable to them. And so the key is that you want to do some form of mirroring when you're actually talking to people so that you're relating to them better. The other thing you want to do is you want to look at, when you're looking at your body language, your face. You know, a lot of times people have a tendency that they really want to listen to somebody, so they get like this and they get real intense. But what that does, just think about that. You go look in the mirror when you're listening. If you're doing this all the time, the other person, as they're listening to you, they're going to feel a little bit like, wow, that seems a little constricted. And so communication is like water, you know, it's got to flow back and forth. And so it's got to be more relaxed. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your facial expressions when you are listening to them. Be intent, look with your eyes and understand, a little head posture that you're understanding, you're relating to them. The other thing you want to look at when you are actually listening and you're talking and you're communicating with each other, look at their energy. You know, make sure, like, if their energy is a little bit lower and more subtle and their volume is a little less and their tonality is a little bit different, you might want to bring your energy. If you can't be that motivational speaker and out there and talking like this and being that way when you're trying to communicate to them, well, they're talking like this and slower. So you've got to match your pace a bit so that they can relate to you. Otherwise, they're picking up on your energy, but they're not relating to you. Now, this is, we're talking more on one-on-one. You know, if in a group setting, it's a little bit differently. But we're talking one-on-one. In order to be communicating with somebody one-on-one, you really want to be relatable. You want to mirror, and you want to use as much you can to your advantage to be more like them when you're talking to them. And if you are like that, if you're using the same body language, your facial expressions, your tonality, your voice, it's going to be a lot easier, and you'll actually be a lot easier to listen to. And so this little skill set that you just learned could really make a big difference for you if you implement that at home, in your business, with your patients, with your friends, or anybody. It really does make a big difference being a great communicator, and the key to that is being a great listener.